There I go. Hi. You are watching and
Hello.
listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and networks. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California. That gentleman out there is.
Dave Dinius, and I'm in Newport News, Virginia.
Hey, and is it snowing out there, Dave?
We had some snowflakes this morning,
Oh, okay. So it's
but
cold.
not now. We're not getting the nor'easter like New
Like New
York
York.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, New York got pounded. We got a dusting.
You got a dusting? Oh, well, that's not bad. We're here at 69 degrees and wearing shorts and t-shirts.
Yep.
Like I never left San Antonio. Uh, if you see this bottle behind me, this is a brand new Blanco, and yes, you are correct. You are not see it's not distorted in your screen. This is a liter bottle of
A
Espero.
leader.
It's a liter bottle,
Yeah.
um, and it's fairly new. It's making the rounds, but I thought it was so interesting. I'm really kind of glad that they contacted us.
Yeah.
These are from the same folks that make Tantale. Tantale hasn't really come out with a brand new. There it is. Yeah, there it is. They haven't come out with a brand new tequila in a while. They when they started, they had a couple of different flavors, and then when the original brand owner passed away and the brand was retooled, they
Yep.
came out with some different flavors. And Dave and I loved it, so I had to make sure that we would get Espero when it came out because we already have kind of a frame of reference with Tantale, but
Yes.
it doesn't look anything like Tantale. It's like a completely new animal.
Yeah. What
Because
is that animal on the front?
probably a goat. I would think. I don't know. I didn't get. We have information on it, but I think what we should do first is taste it and then
Yeah,
go into
let's go
the
taste.
info. So let's taste it. This is a what is it? An 80 proof? Yep,
It's an 80 proof,
1
1 liter
liter.
Blanco.
And they say what? That this is their premium well.
That's what they're calling it. A premium well.
Okay, well, we'll be the judge of that. I'm going to use my Stazzo Harito.
I
Uh,
too am using
uh,
my Safajerito.
yeah, this is well, it's got it should have room for a safety pourer, I guess, but that's just a quick. You put a speed pourer in there and go for it. That's how it is. When bars open up again, and they will.
Yeah,
Uh,
they will.
It will. This will be right there competing with some of the other ones, and Dave will fill you in on some of the ins and outs as far as pricing. But I want to get into we love that Blanco so much, and
Yeah,
all
that
the other
was
stuff
really
that
good.
yeah that we just and it was a high proof Blanco too. Remember that?
Yes, it was. It was pretty good.
Okay, so we got some decent legs and tears.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, nice.
Nice and shiny.
Yeah. Well, it's pristine in the bottle. I mean, there's not the only thing really the only eye-catching thing is the label and the name. The name Espero means I wait. All right, they're saying that it means something else, but that's not the case.
Yeah, they say hope.
Yeah, no, hope. The name hope. The word hope is esperanza. That means I have hope, and it's also a name. Like Dolores is a name, but it's also Spanish for I'm in pain. All right. Espero means I wait, ladies and gentlemen. It is a tense of the word esperanza. Um, but if you were to explain that to somebody, I guess and then you have to be careful because if you mess with Spanish, if you miss one letter, you mean something completely different.
Yeah, I kind of
Like
figured that out a little bit.
yeah, if you say espejo, then that means mirror, and maybe that's what it should have been called, espejo. But never mind. I'm Spanish semantics. Uh, anyway, I it's got a beautiful look. It's clean. It's got some body to it. It looks like it's
Yeah,
not
it
runny
does.
or anything.
Yeah, it does have some body to it. Looks like it'll have a little bit of a mouthfeel to me.
Good. I hope so. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty clean.
It smells almost exactly like their Blanco.
Now the Blanco's got a little more minerality in it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Maybe it's in my head that because what Tanteo has done is that their whole line is pepper infused, and it's so well done.
Yes, it is.
And even this Blanco almost smells like it's got a little jalapeno in it, but it really doesn't. There's nothing, there's nothing in it that would say that.
No.
It's clean. It's green. It's like a green, fresh cut kind of agave smell to it.
I'm not getting a whole lot of else. A whole lot much else. Just
really
the agave.
Yeah, just the agave. There's not even a whole lot of alcohol in it, surprisingly, because we just both popped the cork on this thing.
Yeah.
Snapped the seal. So, well, it's clean.
Very clean.
Got to give it that.
Wow.
Well, what do you say we dive in then?
Let's go ahead.
Yeah, let's go in.
That snuck up on me. Kind of the pepper.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I was not expecting the pepper blast.
Yeah. It's actually much more aggressive on the intake than it was on the nose,
Wow.
And it's a surprise. It'll sneak right up on you. I noticed that right there.
It snuck up on me.
And it doesn't, it's interesting. It doesn't sneak up on you on the mid palate.
No,
it's like right at the entry. Yeah.
It's up front.
It's right up front. Now the finish, I'm not getting a whole lot of finish though. It's like a short to medium.
Yeah, short to medium.
Oh my, I gotta try this again. Hang on.
I'll be ready for it this time. I about had you laughing mid.
Careful.
Yeah.
You know what? You don't want to see tequila come out of my nose. That's not pretty. You don't even want to hear it. If you're listening to us on the podcast, it's not pretty, folks.
It hurts too.
It hurts. Oh my God, the flavor on this thing. There's pepper. It's right up on the entry.
Yeah.
It doesn't explode like at mid palate. It doesn't have like a crescendo, and it's right in your
there.
Yeah, right there. It's like
it does have that kind of the heavier mouthfeel.
Yeah, it does. It almost reacts like a high proof. Their high proof had a similar kind of reaction to it, but it was more of it was more in line with it was a buildup. Whereas this was only 80 proof, and it comes right out in the attack. Yeah. It's like it throws the first punch.
I think this will be one that holds up in mixed drinks quite well.
Oh yeah. It will not get lost in your margarita. Surprisingly, that's what I said with the higher proof, but with this one, it's for sure. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
It's just it does. Let's put it this way: the nose is pleasant, but it's one faceted. In other words, it's just
the nose is agave.
Right. It's just clean, but all the action happens at the intake. Wow. And yeah, if you're not careful, it will sneak up on you. That was a surprise. I didn't expect that to happen. I couldn't say anything because I already had it in my mouth, and you were only whoa. I was like, don't let it come out of my nose.
I was trying not to either.
Wow. This is really, really good. Now, let's give you the ins and outs on this thing.
Yep.
I will. Of course, it comes from the same distillery. Oh, wow. Cooked in brick ovens is what it says right here.
Yep.
See, I was thinking this was more of an autoclave, but it didn't react like that. That's why I think I was so surprised that it was so aggressive. But now it makes more sense.
It says Espero, traditionally made brick ovens, use finest blue ever agave, contains no additives, but it's designed for a well.
Wow. It's produced and bottled in Juanacatlan, Mexico, by Destiladora Juanacatlan, in partnership with Tanteo Spirits. Yeah, they are. It's a co-op,
Mm-hmm.
And it's known 1551.
1551.
And that's basically the only thing that comes out of there is Tanteo. Isn't that their distillery, or is there something else that comes out of there? Do we know?
There's a couple. Molinali,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
smoke label.
I've been trying to get smoke for years.
And it says here in their PR stuff, it's like the distillery focused on their house brand called Carreta de Oro,
Oh, that's what makes okay. I get
which
it.
is where the Espero recipe was born. And then the master blender and CEO Neil Grosscup first visited the distillery. He wanted it, and now he's got it.
Yeah, obviously this is the U.S. version, so they can't actually sell it probably in Mexico. But Carreta de Oro I've heard of before. That's an old brand. It's been around for a while. So here's my thinking. This is the old style version, the more traditional version of what their tequila started with.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes more sense to me now because it does react. You know what? I really would love to see this as a reposado because it reminds me, I bet as a repo, it'll remind people of the original Cazadores, where
Right.
where it's got that old school flavor. Because this is really old school. I mean, this is the kind years and years ago when tequila first started getting popular, or wasn't as popular as it is now. Everybody in Mexico was shooting in caballitos and shot glasses. We didn't have jarritos like we do now.
Oh.
But wow, man, what do we have a price point on this thing?
You can get 1 liter for $30.
Holy cow!
Suggested retail.
Suggested retail.
But with it being a well brand, I'm not sure what the availability would be.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know if it's generally available to the public. I would imagine it is because if they have the PR for it and they're gonna roll it out, then I think what happens is that they rolled it out to the public at that price for a liter. There's no reason why you can't order this. They have Tanteo has wide distribution, so I'd imagine that. Have we even had a chance to look at other places like Total Wine or Old Town to see if they even have it? Okay.
I didn't find any.
That's okay. That's all right. I mean, it's that new. What a value though for $30.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
That is a good value, I would say.
So what do you think? Should we jump the broom here and
Brand of promise?
Promise nominee? Mine. I like that. You need an ice cream stick though. See, that's how I have mine right here. I have that's the old logo too. I gotta get some new ones.
Gotta get
have no budget. Brand of Promise nominee in the Blanco category, also in the value category. I really, really like what.
Oh yeah, $30 for a liter. That's value category.
And it's not pretending to be anything else, but it is. And you know what reminds me of the old school too? This cap. That's why off camera I had a problem unscrewing these caps because old Cazadores has this cap. The people that the original family that made Cazadores, the Bañuelos family, when they sold the brand, they came out with a 70-30 mixto called and we tasted it here too. I know their high end is called Don Felix. But Casa Vieja, I think. I can't remember off the top of my head, but all the old school tequilas, what I was getting at is all the old school tequilas have this kind of a stopper where it just
Right.
unscrews.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ones in Mexico have the safety pour, so you can't refill it. But the ones that come to the States don't have that. It's removable, see? So it's just, you put a speed pourer in there and
Yep.
and it's a well tequila. So I love this thing, man. I think they're on the right track. And when we do get back to going out, and I think they're going to compete very well as long as they continue to maintain their own, be able to acquire agave, because
Yes.
that's where it's still a problem, folks.
It's a
Agave,
challenge.
agave is still high. There's a lot of stuff going on with distilleries right now that we may or may not divulge, but they may not divulge at all. Just remember that the normas, the rules and regs of tequila, do allow for distilleries to sell and buy Blanco tequila from each other. And I suspect that's what's going on in a lot of distilleries. Probably not this one.
Yeah.
At least not yet. So
Mission Liquor, $24 a bottle.
no kidding. That's out here. That's in our territory, our backyard here, Mission Liquor. As a matter of fact, that's where Alex likes to go when he goes Mission. He lives in Pasadena, California, so Mission Liquors has one of their home location is there, and they have a tasting room.
So he's got the good selection.
Yeah, he's got the good selection. So he says, I love walking in there, and I go, I hate you because I can't go anywhere. Anyway. Hey.
I thought another thing to note was they say the only distillery owned by its co-op of agave farmers offers bars and restaurants hope for hard times.
Wow. You know what that means? That means that they're growing their own agave. It is a co-op. So they're in, if you read between the lines, we're probably not going to buy, juice from somebody else because we have our own supply.
Right.
And that's awesome. That's great. I think they're doing it the right way. And
it sounds like they're keeping the price low to help the restaurants and bars right now, and not jacking up a high price well.
Yeah, well,
it's a quality well.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, a lot of places are surviving now, because if they have a restaurant, if they have food available, you can swing by, pick up food, and you can have a mixed drink as well. Okay.
Yes.
So that's what's keeping a lot of these places alive. A lot of restaurants have suffered and gone by the wayside. A lot of standbys last year and parts of this year. I mean, the hospitality industry has lost $2 billion.
Yes.
Yeah. So make sure if your favorite place that you buy your food and your cocktails, you might want to let them know that these guys are around and they can help. They do have wide distribution, so it doesn't matter where you live. Chances are they can get this.
Good quality juice.
Yeah, I say so too. Completely right there. But anyway, that's our take on Espero from Tanteo. I'm Mike Morales here in Pasadena. No. Southern California. That guy over there is
Dave Danius in Newport News, Virginia.
You have been watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and networks. Please subscribe to us if you're watching us on YouTube. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, give us a like, and
leave us some comments.
Yeah, leave us some comments. Every time we upload a video with Dave in it, your phone will ring off the hook. And if you're listening to us on Spotify or iTunes, please don't forget to subscribe. And whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.